We're coming into Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final off of a thrilling Game number 1, which was decided in a wild overtime period. If you haven't seen it, I've already spoiled it if you haven't seen it. But if you haven't seen it, please do go and watch Game 1 as we play the second game on the road in the series. We've got that 1-0 advantage, crucially. This is the last game on the road up in Edmonton before the Stanley Cup Final. We'll shift gears to Raleigh, North Carolina. And we've already compromised Edmonton's home ice by stealing Game 1 in overtime. It was a very low-scoring and tight game, which for me was I was unsuspecting of a tight game or a tight series. I was expecting the Edmonton Oilers to gather a little more offense than they did in Game 1. I was thinking this would be a high-scoring series considering where both teams are at. We've taken an opening penalty within the first 2 minutes of the game. Not an ideal way to start the game. I'm pretty sure that's not how Coach LaBelle wanted us to start the game. Martin Necas is gone for tripping. And I got to come out prepared. I got to have my best stuff because I'm going to be killing a penalty. With my penalty killers, it's behind the net. Bouchard's shot was deflected wide. Draisaitl. Harvey from the corner to Draisaitl. Blocked away into the corner. The penalty killers should clear. And they do. They get it all the way down. 1:40 to go on the kill. This is going to be the longest penalty kill of my life to this point at least. Oh, ooh, that was dangerous. Stolen away and taken by D'Angelo to get it all the way down the full length. We just spend the whole penalty kill watching the time slowly tick down. Tick away, tick away, tick away. Harvey, save, rebound, and it's going to be off the outside of the net. That's off of the stick of McDavid. And McDavid's already gotten going in this series. He had the only goal for the Oilers from about where he is right now. Oh, did we get a piece of that? That was a tough one-timer to adjust on. That was Draisaitl. McDavid is hounding him on the forecheck. Back to the point. It's Hedman in front to McDavid. We get out and we will cover as we sent McDavid barreling into the boards behind us. So we see McDavid just streaking down the wing. This is not a sight that we want to see too often in this series. The speed of number 97 as he feeds it into the slot. There's the one-timer. It comes from Leon Draisaitl. And I believe we make a save on this, do we not? McDavid with the pass, the saucer, the one-timer. Blocked by Morrissey. So that's what happened. Morrissey blocked it away. This is the battle McDavid got into with D'Angelo in the corner. It led to a chance, but who got the chance again? Hedman, and he went back down low to McDavid, and then we got the pad splayed out as Hedman's pass goes down low, and McDavid runs into us. We've done a good job on the penalty kill so far. A save on Hedman. Right off the face-off, Nugent-Hopkins goes back to Bouchard. Should be cleared, but that's a bad place to get pinned. Roslovic in front. And there was not much I could do. Besser wide open in the slot. See, right here, this is the difficult play about this. If Graves just got it out instead of allowing himself to be board pinned, this would have never happened as Roslovic goes from behind the net and then Brock Besser uncontested. Yeah, there was not much of an adjustment that could have been made to make a save on that. I was trying to protect the potential for a wraparound, and instead they find Besser in the slot, and it's just a pretty easy bang-bang goal for the Edmonton Oilers to open up the scoring in Game 2. I'm not expecting to sweep the Edmonton Oilers. I don't think it's going to happen. This is going to be a very close series. Could very well go a full 7 games to decide this series. But, yeah, if we don't take both games on the road, it's not the end of the world to me. We've already done good to take the first game in the series, which, if you ask a lot of people, they would probably say we stole Game 1. We probably didn't necessarily deserve to win. I wouldn't say we deserved to lose Game 1, but it was a game we very well could have lost. I kept the team in it with big saves and allowed the team to get the game winner in overtime. It was a tight game the whole way through. Hopefully this game can be the same. I mean, with the Edmonton firepower that they have on offense, I'm going to have to steal some games in this series if we're going to win the Cup. It's just going to boil down to me needing to steal some games and keep the top 2 lines for the Oilers off the score sheet. The other key for us is we can't take penalties, which was Besser's goal. We're going to stop Harvey. Was Besser's goal a power play goal? I think it was. We want to try to play this game at 5-on-5 as much as possible because... Even though the Oilers are really good at 5-on-5, this firepower becomes even more immaculate when they go on the power play. So the less penalties we can take in this series, the better. McDavid on the wing, a sight not to be seen too much, hopefully, in the series. Just got to outweigh McDavid, and we do. A save on Connor McDavid in the slot, point blank in front of the net. And we're having trouble getting out of our own zone right now. Off the post, that was Connor. No, that was Balcers, Rudolph Balcers. Now to Besser, who has the goal in this game for the Oilers. There's never a moment of relaxation against the Oilers. This is going to be the whole series for you right here. We're going to spend this whole series just dreading Edmonton's offensive attacking capabilities. And we've drawn a penalty. Kari Granlund's just drawn a slashing penalty. So we will get to our first power play of the game thanks to Dylan Holloway. It's a pretty basic and easy call to make right by the bench. So we allowed Edmonton to get one on their man advantage. We have a prime opportunity to tie the game. We've kept the puck in as well as I was expecting a clear from the Oilers offense and a save from Jack Campbell. Barry clears off a teammate, but it does get it back to center as Morrissey will play it. Dylan Larkin trying to find a teammate, a bad pass deflected through the neutral zone. And Ross Colton with the Oilers shorthanded unit is going to get a shot on net. We've turned it aside. Can go right back to work into the attacking zone. Natchez picks it up, loose to Larkin, and he's going to score. Dylan Larkin, he puts us on the board and gets this game tied at 1. Kind of a fortunate bounce for Dylan Larkin. It went right to the stick as Campbell, I don't even know what Campbell is doing on that play. Jack Campbell went into that same seated animation that I seem to too frequently go into, and we've got a point on that. We got a point, an assist on that goal from Larkin, so our first point in the Stanley Cup Final as a goaltender. As Svechnikov to Natchez, good look there on the one-timer. Now we're starting to get going offensively. Svechnikov, it goes into Natchez, and that one's deflected out of play. Good pressure from the Hurricanes' top line. After losing the faceoff, Hurricanes repossess a save off the pad of Campbell. D'Angelo down low to Larkin, working into the slot area. A good shot and a better save by Campbell. And the Oilers' first line will be on the ice here. They're taking it away into the attacking zone, but not without forechecking pressure. We're going to try to get it out. Timo Meier up ahead to Larkin, passes off on the wing to Kotkaniemi. An awkward backhander, an interesting rebound left there. But the Hurricanes should be able to get this out cleanly and draw a second penalty. So we're going to go right back on the power play. I'm going to get it right to the bench. And now we can look at this play from top down overhead. We've rung the post. A clear post hit from the Hurricanes. And there's the touch from Campbell on the save. Thought we may have had a short goal on the delayed penalty, but Leon Draisaitl has ensured that he's going to put us on the power play with that penalty. It's time for our power play to become a nuisance for the Edmonton penalty kill. We know that their power play will be a nuisance for our penalty kill to deal with, and not just for the penalty kill, but for me as a goaltender to have to deal with in the whole series. So anytime we can go on a man advantage, it's a bit of relief for me. It means Edmonton's killing the penalties. That hasn't stopped Ross Colton. Oh, we got a piece of it with the glove. We just did. And despite the fact that Edmonton is shorthanded, they're still going for it off the rush. Very bold and brash from the Oilers offense. Good job by Morrissey to keep it back in. Meier. Hedman will clear, and we're going to try to play the puck for the first time in this game and just shoot it out to center. Jonathan Drouin down low behind the net to Jarvis. And Jarvis will pull up, poked away from him, and Dylan Holloway all the way down the ice from Holloway, and we're going to knock it down. That's always dangerous, but we are going to be able to play it off the glass. Maybe led a little too far for Seth Jarvis there, and Ross Colton again. Short-handed. This guy doesn't stop. He doesn't believe in killing penalties, or maybe he does believe in killing penalties, but just killing them in an unorthodox way in the attacking zone, and that does it. For one period of play, a 1-1 tie yet again. Is this going to be one of those ultra-tight series in the Stanley Cup Final between these two teams? Neither team able to find a way to crack the opposing goaltender. Hopefully I can maintain this level of play for an entire best-of-7 against an Oilers offense that's honestly just overpowered. So the Oilers have successfully killed the second of their two penalties that they've taken in the game. We were very close to scoring, like I mentioned, on the delayed penalty, but Natchez, he's been going. He's at least had a couple of good one-timer looks, just can't crank one past Jack Campbell. McDavid finding an outlet to Severson. And McDavid with the return pass received on his stick. He's going to drive play into the zone. Saved off of Puloharvi with McDavid right there. We'll cover this up. God, this Oilers top line. And they're going to get so many shifts in this game. It's going to be... We're going to have eyes peeled. What a save! That has got to be a save on Leon Draisaitl. Here's a look at it at the opposite angle as we flare that pad just ahead of the goal line. What a save. I don't think I want to deal with a whole series of McDavid to Draisaitl or Draisaitl to McDavid, but I don't think I have a choice in the matter. I just got to put up with it and shut up. And we're going to make another save on Draisaitl way at the top of the crease. As long as my team plays in the attacking zone when their line has a shift on the ice, then I can relax. Can't relax anymore. More from Draisaitl here. From D to offense, Severson battling against the opposing defenseman, Josh Morrissey, who has found an outlet pass to Nishushkin. Pressure from the Oilers on that blue line. They find McDavid, a blocker save. Just leaning right into the McDavid chance. Oilers keeping the pressure on here. They've forced it back in. Graves is bumped a little bit behind the net. McDavid has gotten the puck back on the forecheck down low. We have to nearly make a save on that missed pass opportunity. Oilers are buzzing in the attacking zone. And I just have to put up with it. McDavid, and he's going to score. We just left him all alone to walk out in front of the net. Yeah, I was not too chuffed about this possession for the Oilers. That's the off the back or outside of the net from Roslovic. Good forecheck effort by McDavid. Goes back to Hyman, who I think return feeds it to McDavid, and we lose positioning on him, and he just goes backhand. I tried to stay with him. Nearly did, but that's Connor McDavid for you. He's going to make that go into the net every time. Brace yourselves. That is the exact kind of destructive mayhem that the Edmonton first line can do in the attacking zone. When you let them get extended possession like that, we couldn't get it out. That was the biggest problem. We couldn't get it out. We couldn't deal with the forecheck of Connor McDavid. And now we've got more. And a save, that's a needful save off of Puloharvi. I am not amused right now. I am not. We need to pick it up defensively. We need to pick up some slack here defensively. We need to deal with the Edmonton forecheck. It's not just the top line. This team has really solid depth, honestly, top to bottom. Their top six and their bottom six are equally as good, and we're going to just have to learn how to play against this. Hyman. Don't tell me that went bar down. Oh boy, this game went catastrophic real quick. We need to find some offense in a hurry, and we need a quick response if we can get one. And look at this. The Oilers are just cutting off the middle of the ice. We're still getting the rebound, and it's Nate just forcing it off the pad of Jack Campbell. He's had a couple of brilliant saves in a row. That's a trickler, and he's going to get away with that. Play it off to Nurse. What can we do? What can we do? Jack Campbell's playing out of his mind in this series. From game one up now through half of game two, he's looked stellar in the net. Exceptional performance. Now Svechnikov down low to Lindell. More on Campbell, but we just can't find a way. The outlet pass finds Puloharvi. Pulls up to find Nugent Hopkins. Great pass through the neutral zone. We had to make a 5-hole save with the stick. This is what I'm nervous about us running into. We've played half the game, and I've given up 3 goals. Honestly, trying to look back at the ones that I've given up, at least one of them was not my fault. The McDavid one, there's not much I could do about that. The Hyman goal, just a pure snipe over the glove side. Sometimes you just got to have a save. Even if it's tough to get one, you just got to give your team a chance. We got to make saves in this series. We're just not making it tough enough on Jack Campbell right now. Not getting the quality looks that Edmonton has in this game. They've gotten chances in the slot. Draisaitl may have gotten a piece of it. And Edmonton's going to take a penalty, so we're going to get a small, fortunate break of getting a power play opportunity. Whether we can score on it or not, that's the question that remains to be answered, as we're going to look at this from the top-down view again in front. Get a good look on the net if you can, and there's the touch. That's, of course, going to be it. If there's one thing that Draisaitl has been good for in this game, too, it's taking penalties. All right, guys, this is a gift, an opportunity to pull ourselves back into the game before the third period, of course, arrives. That one's not cleared. It's, in fact, it's a penalty. I thought that would have been an offside. It's going to be a slash to Andrei Svechnikov, so that was a boneheaded penalty. The good toaster IQ penalty at the blue line of the attacking zone. We wanted that power play. We needed that power play, a kick-out save off the face-off. We needed that 5-on-4 advantage, and we've negated it basically before it even could start. We took an insta penalty in the attacking zone. Guys, Jack Campbell's been playing out of his mind in this series through the first 2 games. We needed that power play. We need to score as many goals as we can. We need to get back in the game. That looked like interference on Hedman in front. Nothing called, of course, because why would they call a penalty again? Spinorama! Oh my goodness. Harvey bringing out all the moves. It's bad enough. I got to deal with McDavid and Draisaitl, who they don't even have to do any fancy moves to be creative. Then we got Harvey doing spinoramas off the rush. So are we good at... I feel like 4-on-4 would favor... What an interesting backhander. I felt like Larkin had a great opportunity to score. I don't know that 4-on-4 is to our advantage. It feels like, if anything, it would be to Edmonton's advantage to play at 4-on-4. More ice, more opportunity to use that speed of McDavid and Draisaitl and even Harvey, as we've witnessed in this game. That was through traffic a little bit. I'm making saves where they need to be made, and Edmonton's taking another penalty. So this might be a bit of a break. So we're going to get a 4-on-3 power play, are we not? Yes, it will be 4-on-3. Connor McDavid. So Connor McDavid will join Leon Draisaitl in the box. The two of them will make room for each other in the penalty box. What a break when both of those guys take a penalty for the game. All right, guys. McDavid and Draisaitl have taken back-to-back penalties. We have a 4-on-3. There's more ice than you even know what to do with, and we're going to allow Hedman to clear it. Of course, we're going to not do anything basically with this 4-on-3 opportunity that we have in front of us. Look at this aggressive forecheck. My goodness, Edmonton really putting the pressure on with the penalty kill, and it might be paying off. A save from Campbell. So now we're back to 4-on-4 play for a grand total of 5 seconds. We should get right back to a 5-on-4 power play, and we do get possession. That's important as our guy comes out of the box now from behind the play. Down low, the backdoor feed was there, but Hedman, he read it all too well, and I'm just going to leave this and wait for my penalty or power play defenseman to get back and retrieve this. Oh, good pressure from the Edmonton forecheck. The penalty-killing forecheck really applying pressure. That's Draisaitl. They want offense, and they don't hold up shorthanded. 4-on-4, 5-on-5, they don't care. Certainly, we got to get a power play goal. That was almost one from the point man. I think Tony DeAngelo had the shot on that. There's another hold going on behind the net, but it has gone uncalled. Nurse has it in the corner, and Hedman will pick it up and fling it all the way down. I think, an awkward handle there for Tony DeAngelo, but the power play is going to be able to skate it forward. Not a good idea when a defenseman is skating that on his own. Holloway will kill the last probably 18 seconds. Will kill off here. That was just narrowly inside the trapezoid. The referees have not called a penalty on me, which is good because I cannot afford to. God goodness, the puck is bouncing all around in front of Jack Campbell, and that's it. Penalty's over. We couldn't afford to take a penalty while we were on the man advantage, but that's it for the second period of play, and the Oilers have that big 2-goal advantage going into the final period of play. We're not out of this game, not by a long shot. A 2-goal disadvantage is easy to overcome, but boy, has Jack Campbell made it very difficult to this point here in Game 2. We got to find some offense. You got to get some offensive support because inevitably I was going to give up a couple of goals in this game or in this series at some point. We got very lucky to only give one up in game number 1. I think I've played pretty well so far. I mean, if I had to grade my own performance, I'd say it's a B-. Obviously, a couple of those you'd like to have saves on. We've made another one on Draisaitl. Yeah, you'd like to have one of those 3 goals that I've given up back, obviously, because it makes it a closer game. It looks nicer on the stat sheet. There's also that. And I felt like one of those I should have had. The Hyman shot, I would argue I definitely should have had the Zach Hyman goal. But, that's just the way this game goes sometimes. You give up goals, and it's just a matter of not letting it get to your head too much. And our offense has got to rebound for me as well. They got to find a way through. I mean, I would love to be playing the way Jack Campbell has played here in Game 2. I would love that more than anything else in the world, but this is not going to be an easy series. This is going to be the toughest opponent we face yet. KK is on the left wing. And he will send it in the middle to Larkin. Just no shot coming. Just everything is to the middle. We're forcing it to the middle. Edmonton's not giving anything to the middle. And we're going to take a penalty. So this is a really tough spot. Now, power play coming up for Edmonton. Timo Meier's going to get the gate. Biggest penalty kill of the whole night coming up right here. I'm not really enthused by Timo Meier's decision to take a penalty, but there's nothing I can do about it. Edmonton is 1 for 1 on the power play. A save on Hyman, melt it down right here. And hopefully Graves can get it cleanly down the other way. We just got to do what we've got to do on this penalty kill. I don't have a choice in the matter. Here comes Brock Besser, who has a goal. Save right there at the top of the crease. Looked it into the glove and perfectly cleared. We have to kill this off. We really need a big penalty kill right here. Fortunately, the second unit is on the ice for Edmonton. But then again, Besser, he just went inside out on me. I don't do well with one-on-ones. Now, I was about to say the second unit has scored a goal in this game earlier. Brock Besser gets his second of the night. And, you know, that's just what happens. You leave the middle for Brock Besser wide open. The puck is probably going to go in the back of the net. Yeah, I expected this. This was going to happen. Edmonton was going to have a game like this. They're blowing it wide open on offense right now. With just the lack of offense and how much time we have left in the third period. I don't see us winning game 2 now. Feels like it is a far cry from a victory for us. 3 goals in this period would be miraculous. Campbell's playing stupendous in the net. See if we can find one. Natchez. And there we go. Natchez gets us right back in the game. Second goal of the game for the Hurricanes. And a 4-2 lead for the Oilers now. That's what we're going to need. We need our top guys to finally get going. Natchez has one in the game. On a feed from Svechnikov. That's your top line doing big work. Well, that makes a game of it once again. But like I said, it's a 3-goal deficit that we're going to have to erase with about 12 minutes left. That goal was scored with under 12 minutes left, I would assume. So, we didn't play that very well, did we? That of the boards bank pass. Meier is waiting on the blue line. No speed on the entry, of course, because he was just standing still. Bear shoots, rejected rebound, and he's carried the rebound as well. How about this game from Jack Campbell, despite the 2 goals against? Yeah, Campbell's been easily the better goaltender. Save on Poole Harvey. We've made our fair share of saves, but Campbell has out-goaltended us tonight. I mean, the game's still far from over. We could do this. We're still going to have to keep Edmonton's first line off the board. Barry. And I think Dylan Larkin may have just saved a goal, as I don't know where that puck was going. I was not anticipating that. Larkin has bailed me out. I owe the captain. McDavid just chips it in. No chance to play that behind the net. Off the center to Natchez. We want to make that center drive work, and we nearly have. Natchez looking for his second goal of the night. Trying to make a game of it right here. Offense is really pushing. Can we get one? Why would you pass off an opportunity to shoot there, and then that's the shot we take? Genius 10 million IQ possession from Jonathan Drouin, or Timo Meier on this play, rather. In to take the face-off. He's won it on the forehand. Drouin to Svechnikov, and just shooting it right into the Oilers logo on Jack Campbell's jersey. Hurricanes have just outpossessed the Oilers in the last few minutes, but we've got nothing to show for any of this possession. We're grinding a nice cycle going here, but what are we doing? Floater over the net of Campbell. And the Oilers under duress. Barry and Svechnikov are just having a chat while Svech is forechecking. He's actually doing a decent job of the forecheck, but where's everyone else? We're in a neutral zone trap in a 2-goal game with a one-man forecheck. And he's going all out for you, and no one's back there to support the forechecker. Where's the F2? Where's the F3 on that forecheck? Severson pulls up. We just bobble the save, but hey, a save is a save at this point in the game. We need some form of offense, and we're just going to dump it in and probably retreat into a 1-4 trap. Yep. We got one aggressive forechecker, and that's it. And I think that one aggressive forechecker has just taken a holding penalty. Coach LaBelle, you and your stupid systems, like, why are we running a 1-4 in a 2-goal game? We're trailing late. If we were protecting a lead, it would be one thing, and then we go and take this penalty. We're basically spending the rest of this game on the penalty kill, unless Edmonton scores very quickly on this. Yeah, I think we're not very likely to force a comeback here. Edmonton is probably taking game 2 at this point. Roslovic against Graves, and Roslovic is going to win out possession. A block, another save off the pad. We gave the rebound up. We have to clear. One man in. It's Besser trying to go for the hat trick. He missed the net high. Hedman in front. And I think that's the hat trick for Brock Besser, and that's game over. Real frustrating game. Penalty trouble. We got into massive penalty trouble. We had a lot of defensive breakdowns, and we also just got outplayed by Jack Campbell. We've gotten Campbelled in game 2. Can't say that this offense hasn't had its fair share of chances to get a third goal. We're still keeping the play alive by stopping Hopkins. Pula Harvey defended by Lindell. And this game is definitely over. There's not much point in playing much offense here. Svechnikov will bring one on, saved by Campbell in the 5-hole, and then he makes another one just to show off at this point. There's Zach Hyman. God forbid he snipe one on me. Awkward play going on in front of me. That was Hyman and Svechnikov tripping over each other. Final 18 to go. Svechnikov, one more save, brilliantly made by Jack Campbell. How many times can I say save made by Jack Campbell in this episode? Taken away, back to center. Lindell will play it. And that's the end of game 2. The Oilers are going to get themselves right back in the series. We miss an opportunity to take both games on the road, but hey, I'll take game 1. I felt like a game like this in game 2 was inevitable. It just is what it is. Bounce back at home. Well, I have a lot of thoughts about that game, and most of them are negative. We just straight up didn't play our best game as a team. I wouldn't even grade myself that harshly, but that was still far from a perfect game. Obviously, I think you can look at each goal that we gave up tonight. You can further dissect them, but I think Edmonton got 3 goals on the power play, and Besser had a hat trick in this one. And I think most of Besser's goal, he was basically uncontested. He had plenty of time and plenty of space on all 3 of his goals, if I remember correctly. That's just the way it goes. I mean, McDavid walking out on the goal that he scored on the backhand. It was a disaster of a game where we just had too many breakdowns. We didn't get any offensive support. It's a hard luck game, but I'm proud of this team to take game 1 on the road, and now we got to come home and attempt to defend home ice.